Hey Algebra, welcome to today's video that's going to take us through solving systems by substitution. And the little mnemonic device we're going to use today is going to be Y is for Yoda. Y is for Yoda. And I'll start without even looking at any of the algebra stuff and looking up at these two equations. 2x plus Yoda equals 9, and Yoda equals x minus 3. Now, I like to use pictures and little silly stuff like Yoda to help me visualize this because this whole equation here on the left, 2x plus Yoda equals 9, would be really easy to solve if I knew what Yoda was equal to. If I only knew what Yoda was equal to. Well, I do. I know that Yoda is equal to x minus 3. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to take this Yoda here on the right, this guy right here, and I'm going to replace him with the corresponding expression that I know Yoda to be equal to. 2x plus Yoda, well, Yoda equals x minus 3 could equal 9. And now I can just solve this equation. Nothing fancy to do here, so just drop those parentheses. You'll get 2x plus x minus 3 equals 9. That becomes 3x minus 3 equals 9. I'll add this 3 over, and it gives me 3x equals 12. And if I divide by 3, I will find that x equals 4. Okay? And if you read down here at the bottom, they already told me that x equals 4. How do I know that y equals 1? Well, I could take that x value of 4 and plug it right in here, nice and easy. Y equals 4 minus 3. That's going to tell me that y equals 1. Now, all that crazy rambling, that is substitution. It's a method for solving where we don't have to solve both equations for y equals, use the calculator, do the graphing thing. We can simply take one, if it's isolated, and sub it into the other. All right, so let's take a look at it again with some more Yodas. All right, this is the key idea with substitution. Equals can substitute for equals. All right, and I like to think about it again with the Yodas. So let's treat y like it's called Yoda for all of these. So if I have these two equations, we have Yoda equals 2x plus 5, and we also have Yoda equals negative 3x minus 10. Well, check out what I can do with both of those Yodas. Yoda here and Yoda here, I can say that Yoda equals Yoda. Or, more algebraically, which is more helpful for this one, 2x plus 5 equals negative 3x minus 10. And you can solve this equation by adding 3x to get the like terms to go together. That'll be 5x plus 5 equals negative 10. You could subtract the 5 and find 5x equals negative 15. And if you divide by 5, you'll find that x equals negative 3. I would ask you to not stop there. Instead, go back and use one of these two equations to figure out what y equals. I'll tell you that y, or Yoda in this case, y would equal, let's see, 11? Is that right? No. Y would equal negative 1. And altogether, my final answer, I'd write it as a coordinate point, negative 3, negative 1. And the last one I want to do with you guys today is just to remind you that Yoda, if you remember meeting him in Empire Strikes Back, Star Wars Episode 5, he can be a little bit tricky, right? And so in this problem B right here, we actually have a kind of hidden Yoda. We got Yoda hiding right in there, negative 2y. That's my Yoda, am I right? So I can still sub it in, but I got to be careful to get the whole thing, right? This is what Yoda equals, and it goes in for that thing. So let's try to get that substitution right. It's going to be 4x minus 2 times Yoda. And Yoda equaled 5x, negative 5x plus 13. So negative 2 times negative 5x plus 13, whole thing equaled 16. Now that's a lot there, but you can solve this equation because a number in front of a parenthesis like this, it's just multiplication. So if we distribute, we'll get 4x plus 10x minus 26 equals 16. That's 14x minus 26 equals 16. We add that over. I get 14x equals 42. divide by 14, divide by 14, you'll find that x equals 3. All right? And I'm going to let you take that useful piece of information, x equals 3, and I want you to plug that into, you make your choice which equation you want to use, but plug x equals 3 either into this equation, or if you want to do something different, you could plug it into this equation and tell me what does y equal. What does y equal? All right? Thanks so much. I'll see you tomorrow in class.